What if the most dangerous person in your life isn't some villain in the shadows, but someone you see every single day? Evil doesn't always wear a mask. Sometimes it smiles. It blends in. It pretends to care. But underneath, it slowly drains your peace, energy, and growth. In this video, we're exposing the hidden behaviors that sabotage your life silently. If you're ready to face the truth and protect your mind the Stoic way, watch closely. Awareness isn't paranoia. It's self-defense, and it starts right now. Sign 1. The Chameleon. They blend in, smile when they need to, mirror your values, echo your thoughts. But make no mistake, this isn't connection, it's survival. The chameleon doesn't adapt out of sincerity, but strategy. They become whoever they need to be to stay close, to study you, to gain control. Marcus Aurelius warned us, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. But these people have no color of their own. And that's exactly what makes them dangerous, because when someone wears every mask, you never see their face. Sign 2, weaponizing trust. Not everyone you trust deserves your secrets. Some people don't listen to understand. They listen to collect. And once you open up, they twist that vulnerability into leverage. It's not always obvious. It starts small, subtle reminders of your flaws, guilt trips masked as concern. Marcus Aurelius warned, be careful whom you trust. Even friends can betray. When trust becomes currency, manipulators become rich. So ask yourself, does this person protect your truth or hold it like a dagger behind their back? Sign 3, guilt gambit. Watch out for the ones who make you feel like the villain in your own story. Toxic people weaponize guilt. They twist your empathy into chains. Suddenly you're the problem. You didn't do enough. You made them act that way. But Seneca warned us, he who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than necessary. Real guilt is rare. The rest is emotional debt they want you to keep paying. Ask yourself, are you being held accountable or being controlled through shame? Sign 4, energy vampires. Some people don't argue, they drain. You leave a conversation feeling heavy, like your soul just ran a marathon. That's no accident. Energy vampires thrive on your light because they can't generate their own. The Stoics taught us to guard our peace like a fortress. Your time, focus, and emotional bandwidth are not up for grabs. Set boundaries like they're walls of stone, because if you let them in too often, don't be surprised when you forget what calm even feels like. Sign 5, silent saboteur. Not all threats are loud. Some wear smiles, offer help, and quietly cut you down when you're not looking. These silent saboteurs don't fight you head on. They slow your growth from the shadows. A backhanded compliment, a friendly doubt. Marcus Aurelius warned us, watch your thoughts for they shape your actions, but also watch those who shape your thoughts. If someone consistently leaves you doubting your worth after they speak, it's not subtle support, it's sabotage, and it's time you see it for what it is. Sign 6, the gaslighter. The most dangerous lies aren't shouted, they're whispered until you question your own sanity. Gaslighters twist reality so subtly that you start doubting your memory, your perception, even your worth. But the Stoics taught us to trust reason above all else. When someone constantly makes you feel like you're the problem, even when your gut says otherwise, it's not miscommunication, it's manipulation. Hold your ground. Anchor yourself in what you know to be true. Your clarity is the one weapon they can't distort. Sign 7, control freak. Control freaks don't want partnership. They want power. They'll cloak domination in concern or guidance, but every suggestion is a string, every favor a chain. Slowly, your choices stop being yours. But as Marcus Aurelius said, master yourself and you master the world. If someone constantly needs to shape your thoughts, limit your freedom, or rewrite your path, you're not in a relationship. You're in a cage. Cut the strings, because no one owns your mind unless you hand them the keys. Sign 8, joy and misery. Some people wear kindness like a mask, offering sympathy with one hand while secretly enjoying your collapse. They don't help to heal. They hover to watch you break. This is cruelty in disguise. Seneca once wrote, "A good mind delights in giving, not taking." If someone smiles at your struggle, disguised as concern, know this: they feed off your pain. True support uplifts. It doesn't drain. Spot the ones who come closer when you fall, and ask why they're still watching when you rise. Sign 9, chronic boundary breakers. Some people don't knock, they barge into your time, your space, your peace. They laugh off your boundaries as too sensitive, but make no mistake, this is not closeness, it's control. The Stoics believed in honoring autonomy, but these types don't. They see your no as negotiable, and over time, what's left of you? A life dictated by intrusion. Guard your lines, because those who don't respect boundaries aren't confused. They're entitled, and entitlement, unchecked, always turns toxic. Sign 10, the eternal victim. They cry victim, always. Even when they're the one lighting the fire, they limp out screaming, "I've been burned." The eternal victim twists your empathy into a leash. They refuse growth because blaming others feels easier than changing themselves. The Stoics taught, strong people don't blame, they respond. But these people, they run from responsibility like it's poison. Don't fall for the performance. Compassion without boundaries becomes self-betrayal. Watch the pattern, because constant victimhood isn't pain, it's a power play. Evil doesn't wear a mask. It wears a smile. It shows up at work, at dinner, sometimes even in the mirror. But awareness, that's your armor. The Stoics knew peace is priceless, but never free. It's earned through vigilance, clarity, and the courage to see what others ignore. If this message resonated, like, share, and subscribe to Timeless Stoic Life. Stay sharp, stay grounded, and never forget, in a world of hidden danger, your mind is your first and final defense. If this video helped you reclaim even a little of your peace, hit that like button. Subscribe for weekly Stoic wisdom to help you live with strength, purpose, and clarity. Comment your favorite principle below new videos every week. Subscribe and never miss a mindset shift,